Alright, time to get this in the shop and do a little work on it. I have many things from Dirk's that I'm pretty excited to get in here. Number one is door seals, window seals, sleeper boot. You can see daylight through there, so that's going to be a job. And I got, well, this is an inside door latch for the driver's door. This one rattles. And I got these. I got enough for actually two 359s, because I'm going to switch the other one over to these two. The idiot lights behind the dash need a 2-wire because they don't trust to ground it through the dash panel. On an idiot light, they want it for sure ground. But they are plastic and they pull out really easy. So here is a metal pigtail. Plus that'll also give me about probably an extra 6 inches of wire, which extra 6 inches would help an awful lot. So and I got a, if I can find it, I got a chromed clutch arm. That'll look a lot better. This old one is so rusty and gross. So also, don't judge what's on the floor. It is a mess in here, so just try not to look at the floor, please. This is the bottom seal here, and I got new felt seals for the sides too. Should be a completely different truck by the time that's all put on, but it's a lot of work, so see how it goes. Alright, while we're dressing some things up here, I have these old white Peterbilt mud flaps that I'm going to swap out these old black hood mud flaps for. That should dress it up a fair bit. I kind of want the white mud flaps, and I'm going to swap out my mud flap hangers on the back for some stainless ones with white mud flaps too, so this should match up quite nice. Alright, new mud flaps are on. It was a bit of a job to do, but it's all good now. I ran into a bit of a problem with the mounts here, and basically, if you don't know, this is basically a stainless cover, and then there's a spring from this bolt to a U-bolt that goes through the frame on this end, which allows the hanger to have some flex, right? If you catch it, it's just gonna move out of the way. So that that plate with the U-bolt running through it, because of the aluminum frame, and I had to move it as far back as I could because of the old mount style, which was just the cheap spring hanger idea I can show you in a bit. So I had to cut the studs off the U-bolt and weld new studs in the narrower set of holes. I had to do that for both sides, but it wasn't such a big deal. This piece here, it's a little bit bowed out kind of in here, which meant that this hanger didn't have a flat surface to kind of be centered, so it would be square with the tire. So I ended up having to put a wee little bit of weld at the bottom just to square it up, so now it looks good. This is what the old mud flap style was. It looks much better now, much better. So it took a few hours, and I had to drill some holes and do some welding, but it looks good, and when it's all done, it's good. It's just the process was a bit of a headache, so it was still well worth it. Alright, I've taken my door apart here again. I'm putting in new felt, which actually goes all the way around the door from top to bottom. This window sill here for the sides, and also new seals on the sill here. I have my armrest side done. Now I have to do the inside one here. The felt is fairly simple. You just kind of put it in the track, making sure that the lip on both sides is even when it comes out. But this, for the sill, it is really hard. So what I've been doing is just putting a bit of grease on it and then pushing it in with a screwdriver, but it's quite a job. Okay, so that was a time lapse of taking this door apart. I stopped partway through to put the door seal in because I was trying to let the crown do some work on this screw here, but I actually shattered the tip on my impact whatever you call these little tools that you use to hammer on to get stuck screws out, buy one of these. This isn't optional. You should never round out a screw again once you have one of these, especially for taking these old doors apart. I decided I would drill a new hole through here while everything was lined up. I was not able to get this old screw out, so I had to grind it off. I used a sandpaper disc so it wouldn't be so aggressive, so I would be less likely to make a mistake and cut into this piece here, but it actually came out quite good. So I think I'm going to end this video at this point. Next video we'll be putting it all back together, and if I have time, a whole lot of wiring. I bought those new clip-on ends. I'll put those on, and the anti-glare lights, those little purple lights, I have to put those in. So thanks for watching.